Hey everyone, Living in Furnace here, and as you can see I'm showing my desktop just for a moment to show you the different windows I have here. I have Notepad, which I think is included with with Windows 10, I think. It might be a little download if you need it. And there is my emulator. It's called Citra, and I forget where I got my, the read-only memory, the ROM, for the game that has the game information on it. There were a number of different websites to get it, but I found one that works. You just gotta be careful when you get these emulators and ROMs to get them in places where they're not going to be all messed up and you have to click on download links and not other links because there can be some spam and such, so be careful about that. Anyway, enough of this. You see OBS, the capture software, and I'm going to remove the display so you can see the rest. Yes. Alright, back to the ordinary setup. I think it's adjusted a little bit, but I think it's aligned pretty well. There might be a little line of pixels on the top screen that are not shown. But yeah, so as I have down there in the notepad, I actually replayed I replayed through much of the game in order to have a Trico. And Trico comes along with a Poochyena that has Thunderfang. This being the Poochyena that you get, in your introduction to the rustling grass. So if you have a Trico, you get you get the one with the Thunderfang to help out with the flying types. If you had the Mudkip that I tried out with, you got the one with Firefang to deal with grass types. And if you have Torchic, you get the Poochyena with, I think, Ice Fang to, I guess, maybe deal with ground types or something. Not really sure about that one. Although, Ice Fang does help out against Roxanne, somewhat, kind of. I'm actually going to move this in and move this Beautifly out because it's actually, as I played through, I trained up my Beautifly a little bit too much. These two are as usual. However, this one is the one with Fell Stinger, which is why I use the Beautifly to fight against a couple of Geodudes in Roxanne's gym, so that everything with these two, the Surskit and Nincada, oh yeah, I named them, yeah. So these two are as they were, pretty much. Although I do think that I have them having different natures. Like this one has a brave nature, as you can see up there. So it's good at attack and not so good at speed, which I think is actually a positive thing because when it evolves, it's gonna be really fast, like blindingly fast, You'll see, it's going to be something. As for Surskit, the diamond is, it has higher special attack, lower special defense, since it is rash. And I think that's pretty good. I also kept Water Sport, because I think it'll be pretty helpful against fire types. There will be some tough battles against those, I'm also keeping Trico over here because there's a certain type Pokemon. So let me get rid of this. There is, not type of Pokemon. There's this, the Cutter's House. Yeah, I was planning on holding off on this, but I think I'm gonna need the trainers, the training, the trainers behind the bushes. So here, you just talk to the guy. He wants to teach his trade of cutting things. Yeah, with the right badges. I don't know why I keep clicking on the recording thing. Wait, where is... Oh yeah, this. Forgot to teach Thief. I don't think I will. I don't think Surskit is very good at physical attacks. Oh, well look at that. Trico can learn Rock Tomb? Wow. What in the world? I don't even know how. I mean, I kind of understand Torchic learning that and Mudkip, but Trico? I don't know. I would teach Cut to Potential, but like the thing is that you can't unlearn the the HM moves. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little inclusion. It actually asks you if you want to teach it, even if the Pokemon doesn't have like the full set of moves. So if you're like, oh wait, I don't want to do this, it still asks you. That's very nice. You know, it's just because like in earlier generations, in earlier games, it's just like you use the thing, like you use the thing, and that's that. Oh, a bit. Really, I think Diamond is a very loving name. What does he know? So yeah, I just kind of recorded without naming them, and I went to the name rater, and then I did the name rating thing. You know what? I should probably fight this thing. Unless it uses a like one of those really annoying moves, the sand attack. Yeah, you know what? You know what? If you're gonna do that, forget it. I'm not really one to use to fight unusual Pokemon, the wild Pokemon. Here's another Nincada. So, you know, you get your Nincada over here. I believe this is the only route you can catch Nincada. And also probably the only route you can catch Skitty as well. It's a really interesting route, I must admit. And having this choice, you know, like, oh, do you really want to go out of your way to get Cut? And plenty of Pokemon can use Cut, but, you know, it's still something that you have to be stuck with, you know? It's not a bad move, at least early on, but you can't replace Cut, because otherwise, what if you're, like, between Cut trees? You wouldn't be able to escape. Ah, you see, the Fairy type of this route actually prevents super effective damage. Like Fairy is actually strong against Bug. Kind of an interesting, you know, like balancing act. You know, the Fairy type was included, of course, to balance out the Dragon type and also the Dark type. Fairy's good against Dark types. And fighting types too. You know, Dark and Fighting. Those two were like, you know, really good against like just a whole lot of types. So it's good to have a counter pick, as some may say. Yeah, there's that Skitty. I am not bothering with another Skitty. So all this, you know, just heading out here was for 2 battles. You see, every battle counts, because there's a certain battle, as you may know, in the route that I have not gone to. It's going to be really tough. And I'm probably going to, speaking of which, kind of cut until, like, jokes aside, like, kind of, oh no, not Leech Seed. Just my luck. Alright, I'm gonna finish this thing and then go fight the next thing. So I'm going to, like, you know, slice the recording, you know. I think I maybe showed it like once or twice, like the recording software I use. Alright, now it's time to get rid of this paralysis, especially because this thing is going to yell at my face, and I would really prefer not to be yelled at. I'm going to keep that paralysis heal there. It's nice to have that on the first slot, you know, because paralysis heal is just so useful. I don't think I was growled at, so I'm just gonna go for the leech lives. Yeah, not bad amount of damage. I think I can handle this. I mean, potential here. Already experienced the you know, the world of the beaches. You know, it's already level 13. Should be able to take on this thing. My plan, now that I've put Beautifly in the box for being over leveled, you know, although I could just say, oh, I trained it in Granite Cave. I could say that, but I don't, you know, I didn't say I was gonna do that, so why would I just make that assumption, you know? So, as much as it kind of pains me, you know, Beautifly is pretty strong, actually. I looked it up, like, on the wiki, Bulbapedia, to be exact. And Beautifly is actually really powerful in special attack. You know, so moves like Gust and Absorb are much like they're powered up. The only thing, like the issue is that it's not really fast and it's not really defensive. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's just really vulnerable, you know? Especially if I'm sending it against like rock types or something, like it won't even be able to get in like a Mega Drain or Giga Drain or whatever it has. So I'm gonna cut out now. Beautifly is gonna stay in the box. We can say hello to it, but I'm pretty much done with it. Which is why I'm going to train up potential so it reaches its potential. So, yeah. Gonna head back to Slateport now. Alright, we're back in Slateport. I think it might have just taken a couple minutes, but I didn't want to, like, include those. We've already gone across and all that. So let's head to the next route? Lisia. Who? Oh, and she, Ali. She even named her, the Altaria, which I guess that's not a bad name. Not a bad name for it, you know. I mean, it even cries. Ali. Anyway, this is some kind of diva, new character to the remix. Just kind of a way to really introduce you to the contests, because she is contest scouting and she is not doing that kind of scouting, sir. Yes, for that. And of course, because I'm the protagonist, I am the one who is scouted. Infestious. Yeah, that'll be fun, I guess. I don't really know if I'm interested in doing it. Let me know if you want me to show it off. It's really just like a complete, you know, detour, you know, just a little fun activity. It's part of it is kind of like battling, and part of it is also just, you know, like little decoration stuff, little mini games. It's kind of fun. But I'm not really interested. It is nice that this girl has or woman, I guess. She has, well, probably she's a girl. I don't know. I don't know the age of these people. Dude, she's not that into you. Alright. Alright, now we're done. It is nice that we have an introduction to the dragon type, that Altaria being a dragon. Very cute dragon, but yeah. It's also much more defensive than offensive. I mean, you know, it doesn't really look menacing, you know. But those clouds on its wings really guard it against special attacks. Oh, hear that? That's a Minun. Minun can be found in this game, and Plusle, I think, will be found in Alpha Sapphire, I think. I'm not sure if those are exclusives. But yeah, we get way more Minun than Plusle here. And speaking of Plusle and Minun, we have this battle. So over here we have a Pokefan with a Plusle. Now, funny thing about this battle, in the original games, her Plusle and Minun, basically the same, they're electric types. These two originally had quick attack. But as you can see, they don't in this game. So if you bring a ground type, all you have to do is just keep attacking. That's it. You don't have to worry, you know. it's honestly sad, but it is nice that she demonstrates the moves bestow, and well, there's gonna be another move. She also shows off Encore, which is look, if you really like know the psychology of your opponent, like what they're gonna do, it could be really good. Maybe, you know, maybe you can just make it use Protect a bunch of times, and you know it'll fail a couple times in a row. That'll be fun. Or maybe make it use like a status increasing move that doesn't really help it, something like that. So that Plusle had Bestow, and then the other one, this one has Switcheroo. So you know, just a little fun game, you know. Oh, now I got this Oran Berry. Oh, I lost the Oran Berry. I guess you can use Thief to get it back, but you probably, I mean, you're fighting this thing, so chances are it's going to use Switcheroo again. It could also just, you know, do them over and over again. Look, it's the game is just, you know, like this woman, like her these things only have Spark and these, you know, Encore, and then these, you know, item moving moves, you know. That's really all she can do because, you know, that's the way it is. So all I have to do is just sit back, push A bunch of times, and that's that. Because the only attacking move they have is Spark. An electric type move, doesn't affect ground types. It is really so funny that that this webbing, this cocoon, I guess, that it just counts as ground. Although maybe cicadas like wrap themselves around in dirt. Who knows? I don't really know. I'm not that much of a biologist. I know, like, you know, 101 biology, you know, like high school stuff, kingdoms, and, you know, like some stuff about cells, but I don't know, like the ins and outs, the nitty gritty, the species level information. Not a whole lot of that. So another reason why I got cut is because we have this. Except I want to go back to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, because I probably used like 20 scratches. Those two like little Pikachu things, they oh boy, they just did not go down without a not fight. You can also see, by the way, I have Area Nav on. It's not super useful, but it can show a few things. For example, I have not been to the sea routes around Mauville. There are a couple of them that are kind of far off from it. Between those and like Route 104 and 109.